welcome to another World of Warships Legends. News and updates with Ronin 47R. Today is May 15th, 2023. And we're jumping over to the news section, and the reason being is that there are two postings that I need to share with you to keep you, well, caught up. The first one is the Jötunn of the Seas campaign. I can't even speak. The Jötunn of the Seas campaign breakdown. This is a nice graphic that really kind of explains everything, right? It's May 15th through June 19th. So those of you going on vacation, plan accordingly. 5 weeks of missions, 100 levels of progression, fairly standard. You've got your top and your bottom here, right? This is actually a very nice job aid here that they've listed out. Without Admiralty Backing, so the top stuff, you're going to get that, for free as you play through. There in the blue, and in the goldish bottom hemisphere of the graphic for each layer, that's when you do have Admiral Backing, right? So you get 50 boosters for free, you get 100 boosters in addition to 100 boosters if you're buying Admiral Backing. I can't even speak this morning, sorry, a little under the weather, but let me focus. All right, focusing. All right, so getting back to this. So this is a nice graphic, and obviously the reward at the end is that Tier VIII Premium cruiser, the Ägir, which is a German cruiser. And we'll be taking a look at that more closely at the end. So I'm going to scroll through here, enough where you guys can pause and take a look, but there's way too much to read because they really spell out each operation, each opportunity with all the rewards and what you need to do. But in short, this is really about, you've got a 100 milestone campaign, and it says here with a catch-up mechanic enabled, which means basically you can buy it out, right? So upon reaching milestone 100 with an active Admiral Backing, you'll be rewarded with the ship itself. But here's what I'm interested in is, okay, it's known for being fast, it's known for being well armored, and it has torpedoes, sweet. I mean, pretty standard so far. And then it has 9 12-inch or 305 millimeter main guns. Okay, cool. Looking forward to get my hands on that. So I'm going to scroll through here a little semi-slowly here, but basically when you have the Admiral Backing, you get, an addition of all these things here. So decent amount of stuff. And then it goes down and it breaks down like the weekly Havoc missions. Okay, boom, there you go. Week 1, endurance trial. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but you can see it's really, really laid out. And I'll put the link to the news in the description. But scrolling down here, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and eventually we're going to get down to week 5. And then there's this last piece I wanted to share with you, and then we'll wrap it up here. So basically, and then of course there's the heroic efforts, right? That side stuff, battle prowess. All right, and oh my God, we're almost there. We're almost there. And there you go. Summary. All right. So basically to complete this, right, you unlock, this cruiser, you'll need to accumulate 2,475 renown with an active Admiralty Backing. Completing all the weekly Havoc missions each week will net you a total of 2,500 renown. Completing all weekly Havoc missions and all heroic effort missions will reward you a total of 3,125 renown. So players with an active Admiral Backing will be able to earn up to an additional 625 renown by completing the battle prowess missions each week. So for those of you that don't know, and just throwing it out there, right? Veterans, you already know this, but what's nice is you complete these Admiral Backings or renown, right? And then of course you achieve that which you're aiming for. But what do you do with those extra ones? They turn over into steel, right? Which is that other section where you can spend the steel on other rewards. So that's nice. That's helpful. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and leave this. Now that we've seen the campaign breakdown, let's look at the prize more specifically. So jumping over to the news section there, clicking on through the spyglass Ägir, right? It's a little clever way of saying let's take a look at it. So and it's far away, so we're using a spyglass because it's on the way. So it's a super heavy O-class cruiser. I'm wondering if we're going to emphasize AP use on this. Don't know. What happens on paper or what looks on paper and versus what happens out on the seas sometimes is different. Very similar information that we saw earlier. And it does say that it has a solid in-game HP pool. A lot of marketing terms. I don't know what that really means. I guess they're saying it has a little bit more health than normal. I don't know how to read into that. But in real life, apparently, this thing never progressed to the construction stage despite having been planned and ordered. A lack of materials and changing shipbuilding priorities prevented it. Well, they were a little busy during that time. All right, so this does have 305 millimeter guns, right? Secondaries look pretty interesting. 18 5-inch guns and 8 533 millimeter torpedo launchers. Okay. To complement this competitive armament, she possesses a versatile set of consumables that includes sonar, repair party, and enhanced targeting, secondary targeting. You also have the option to trade sonar for defensive AA with a plus 200% damage. Now, not telling you how to set up yours, just kind of speaking to the ship, see what this thing, looks like on paper. It really seems to me to be screaming a lot of DD hunting, and looks like they want you to really get up and close and brawl. So at least that, that's the tools that it has. Now they're throwing out there. I would take it with a grain of salt, right? Because your mileage will absolutely may vary. It will vary. They're recommending Gunther, which is an existing commander. I can't even speak still. Commander from back in the day. He's an original. He's an OG. He's an OG commander. As you can see here with this layout, I'm not going to get into a whole commander analysis, but I guess they whipped this guy out. What they were saying is because he has this AP shell damage, additional 5%. Okay. Well, I mean, if he's fully rigged up, right, to a full-blown developed guy, but I don't know. I don't think I'd run him, but I'm more of a snipery kind of guy. Then I can, after a while, then I'll roll in and get close as needed, but whatever. Moving on. So they go in, they just describe basically all of his skills and that sort of thing. Then over here, they give you recommendations on how to build them out. In short, though, look forward to getting this Ägir, super heavy cruiser for the German line at the end of that 5-week period. And that really concludes that. So, guys, you are now up to date in the news and updates for the World of Warships Legends here with Rona 47R. And I look forward to catching you up in the next one. All right, take it easy.